What's up, guys? We're back for week 7 of the transformation series. So really this is the end of week 6. So today we're gonna go get a weigh-in, see how much weight I lost. So let's go. 247. All right, so I was 247 today. So that puts me down 11 pounds from the beginning of this series. I was 258, 247. So I feel pretty good about it. Honestly, I probably could have done a little bit better on my diet and cardio. So we got 4 weeks left. So that's plenty of time for me to drop at least another 5 pounds, I think, but I'd like to get right around 240. So today we have a high volume upper body day on the Summer Sizzle program. So we're gonna be doing reps of like 15, 12, 10 on most of the lifts today. So we're just really trying to work up muscular endurance and just get a really good upper body pump. So we're gonna start off with our warm up. So let's work through that right now. All right, the warm up today, it's gonna be really simple. Something you can do with 2 dumbbells, and we're just gonna knock out 2 rounds really fast. So the first one's just gonna be an external rotator off the knee. We're gonna pop our elbow right on our knee right here, control it all the way down, and then come all the way up. When we're done with that, we're gonna pop in just a seated dumbbell overhead press. So try to keep good posture, press it all the way up, and then control it back down. Meaning, don't lean back when you're doing it, and get it all the way to lockout. When we're done there, we're just gonna hop up 15, just light bent over rows, straight into 10 bent over T raises. So that'll be the end of the dumbbell circuit. To finish it off, we're just gonna hit 5 clapping push-ups just to fire up our nervous system. So it's from here, clap, and into it. So we're gonna go through that 2 times. All right, guys, warm-up's finished. First thing we got today is a superset of just barbell overhead press, and then we're gonna be doing a chest supported row. So the way it's gonna work, we'll hit the overhead press, we'll rest 45 seconds, hit the chest supported row, and then rest for 2 minutes. All right, so it's a pretty long rest period. We wanna be fully recovered, so go as heavy as you can for these reps. Again, it's gonna be 15, 12, 10 of each movement. All right, so on the overhead press, just wanna give a couple tips. Try to focus on finishing all the way through, right? So meaning you don't want to be in this position at lockout. We want to get to a position where you can just hang out with the bar on top of you, right? Meaning you're kind of just resting in a lockout position here instead of being active with it in front of you here. So every rep, we're going to want to get our head out of the way, push straight up, and then we're going to lock it out all the way. The next tip's going to be a lot of people on overhead press will let their booty just kind of not be engaged. And what that's gonna do, it's not gonna protect your low back as much. So if you're arching your back at all and your butt's popped out, it's gonna put a ton of tension in your low back. If you just keep your core tight, squeeze your glutes, it kind of creates just that natural belt right here. And so if it is heavy and you get a little pop back, it's not gonna hurt your low back at all. So just squeeze those glutes, and it lets you lean back a little bit so you can press through the weight. All right, guys, we finished up that. The next superset is going to be, it's supposed to be decline bench, but we're gonna do an alternating neutral grip dumbbell bench instead. So we're gonna punch it out, lock it out, come down with one, lock it out before we come down with the other. And so on this movement, we really wanna focus on not letting the elbows crack when we're at lockout, really stacking it over the shoulder and keeping it locked out in a good position before we go into the next rep. And we're gonna superset that with a wide grip lat pull down. Let's go.
Check, yeah. Don't ask me why again, we tried again and didn't feel the same. The plans was nicking up the diagram. Winter overseas, I got some bags that need acquiring. We used to get cash, the checks bigger so they wire them. Plug talk, fuck the middleman, bring the supplier in. From Italy to Ireland as part of the requirements. Could've joined a union, Kid Andrew turned to fireman. But I'm still doing fire shit, adapt to my environment.
The last chest and back superset that we got before we hit a little arms, we're gonna be doing dips, supersetted with an inverted pull-up. So on the dip, you just want to focus on getting deep, but not letting yourself get into a bad round over position. So try to keep your chest up, get nice and deep, and then we're gonna lock it out at the top. Get as deep as you can, but safely. If you're having any pain, just cut the range of motion down a little bit. We're gonna be supersetting that with just an inverted pull-up. You're gonna put your feet up on a bench like this, get your hips through, pull the sternum and then come all the way back down. If that's too easy, as we go 15, 12, 10, you can add a plate to your chest to make it more challenging. If that's too hard, the way to scale it down first would be legs straight. It's gonna be a little easier. And then a little bit easier after that, you put your feet on the ground, hips come through, and pull straight to your sternum. So again, we're gonna go superset, 15, 12, 10 of each. Rest 90 seconds between supersets.
You can't approach me or you'll be finished grossly. My little spirit girl with crystals trying to stick and poke me, but I just stick and move in the field like Aunt Volpe. They can't hold me, hustle like I bag groceries. Bad hope be on me, then get mad lonely, cause I ain't getting too attached. I'm trying to grab trophies, and anything that's in the way just getting gas, Brody. Hey, try to treat me like the outsider, I'm the outlier.
All right, the last thing we got today is gonna be some arms. So we got one more superset. So we're gonna be doing some Cali press. So on this one, it's kind of like a skull crusher, but instead of letting the bar float to your forehead, we're gonna keep it straight down. If you have really good mobility, which I don't in this position, you can probably get it down to your collarbone. I'm gonna take it to my chin, and then we'll just press it straight up. So straight down, straight up. We're not gonna be coming here and then rolling it forward like that, because that's gonna be just easier, all right? When we're done, we're gonna pop up and just go straight into reverse curls. So right here, keep those elbows tight to your body, just bring it straight up to your chin, and then control it back down. So same rep team, 15, 12, 10, we'll rest for 90 seconds in between supersets. Okay, on to the conditioning. We actually already did our first 3 rounds. The way it's broken up is we're doing 15 wall balls straight into a 200-meter run. Today we're gonna be doing a 200-meter shuttle, just so we can stay inside and run on the turf. All right, when we're done with that, we'll rest for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna do 15 American kettlebell swings, move into a 300-meter row. So we'll 15 swings, 300-meter row, 1 minute rest. We'll do that for 3 times, and that'll be the end of it today.
Nowadays the pain follow me, deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden, I handle things defiantly. Spent a decade searching for a higher power guiding me. Figured out that faith is not up there, that it's inside of me. Act with execution, what's a plan with zero action? Faced with bad habits, knowing it's a magnet to my imbalance. I'm somewhere between confidence and arrogance. The middle ground is treacherous, I work on getting out of it. Pops is looking down, I feel him every time the sun shine. Back to being unsigned, I only got my bloodline. With me going forward, smoking cookie till we dumb high. Heard you taking shots, we pulled up on them, they was gun shy. 2 p.m. in Rome, we at the chapel eating sun-dried tomatoes and a plum wine. Life been like a movie, I don't know how long the run time. Hope it's an extended cut, but when I died, I load my consciousness onto a thumb drive.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout. Hope there were some tips in here that you can use and implement into your training. I'll be back next week for the week 7 check-in. See you next week.
I got a few robins I need a basket. Playing traffic if you wanna play.